And happy Monday. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Grade A Power Plays on the Grade A Fantasy channel. Welcome back once again. Nice mid-sized slate, about six, maybe I think 7 games if I'm not mistaken. Just the only thing weird I think is that it has an odd start time. Today is a 6:30 start with one game at 6:30, and then we have a majority of the slate starting at 7 with a 7:30 and then an 8:30. But what we'll be focusing on is the 7 o'clock. Well, the first slated 7 o'clock game that's supposed to lock at 7:10 or 7:08, technically. We're going with Buffalo at Montreal, and as you can see, it's one of those games where we're going to go for a Montreal onslaught. I already have Lane Hutson at plus 104 for an assist, and of course, before it went down, Suzuki plus 101 with Caufield. Now, what are the other picks that we want? Because that's obviously not the end of the episode. Absolutely not. Let's go to the Montreal game. Now, this is their fourth time meeting up. This is their second time in 3 days meeting up because they're doing a home and home. So we do have now this game switching back from Buffalo 2 days ago to now going to Montreal. This is the last time they're meeting up. But the Canadiens are going for the series sweep. First win was 7-5. Then they won 6-1, 4-2, and now they're looking to complete the season sweep. The Buffalo Sabres, the defense has gotten, they're not the best defensive team. Neither are the Canadiens. But in this matchup, what we have here is that, one, it's been pure domination, even with the 4-2. The one thing that we can say that's consistent, line one. Montreal won the Slavkovsky, Suzuki, Caufield line with Hutson, all viable for multiple points per game. That's the first thing. When we look at this overall from the Montreal 1 stats, we're looking at Cole Caufield has 3 goals. Lane Hutson has 6 assists, 2 per game. Okay, that's one thing. And then on top of that, I'm still waiting for goalie confirmation. I'm about to check something here real quick. No, he's still not confirmed. But Sam Montembeau is looking to be undefeated this season. Well, 3-0 anyway. I think Caden Primo actually got a victory against them. But Buffalo can't stop, whether they're at home with last change or on the road, they can't stop Montreal 1. Like I said, multiple points amongst Slavkovsky, Suzuki, and Caufield in each game. On top of that, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen is who we really want to start. Because against Montreal, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen has given up 4.5, to be exact, 4.54 goals against. His save percentage is 84.7. Not even 85. And it'd be above average to be considered okay. You got to be around that 89, 90, maybe up to that 91 mark to be around the average. So he is just not seeing what's going on, able to defend or see the puck against Montreal. And obviously, if Pekka Luukkonen is having that issue, then what you're looking at is, obviously, if he's having issues, you're looking at also the possibility of them going to the backup, and James Reimer is most likely not a better improvement above that. So I'm really loving Montreal 1. Another weird thing here is also, now they don't have them as points props. They might be up on DraftKings. But Dvorak and Anderson, line 3, have always seemed to combine for a goal or some type of points, but they're not up there, so that's neither the point. But let's go on with other defensive lapses. There was a time that Buffalo was around the top 10 in the low teens, like how Nashville used to be, and with a penalty kill. Not the worst like Anaheim, San Jose, or Detroit, but it's still a penalty kill. Now, ever since January, they've gained so many penalties that they've actually surpassed Montreal now. That's the thing that's really shocked me. So now they're sixth with 570 minutes and a 77.1 penalty kill. Montreal has shrunk down their taking penalties. They're now 7th after being mostly top 5, top 4 all season, and they have an 82%. They have an 82% penalty kill along with that. So what we have here also, the reason why the power play points are looking interesting is because With the ability of the power play, in 3 games, Buffalo has committed 14 minutes, 12 minutes, and 24 minutes in the 3 games against Montreal. So all these power plays are viable. Not the best odds, obviously, with Suzuki. Lane Hutson's okay. That's why we went for the assist. And in most cases, he's going to be getting the assist. I have recommended Lane Hutson for power play points, and he gets the assist, so it loops with his assist prop. But Cole still has a nice 250, stacking with Line at 280 and Slavkovsky at 320. So all of these will be taken. And obviously, since I'm thinking about the onslaught, there's only one pair that I would do it with, and then that would be taking. Well, there's three props that I would do it with. For onslaught and big odd plays, Lane Hutson 2 assists, 560. That's worth it. That's worth a a look at and a risk. I'm definitely gonna be looking at that. And then on top of that, what else we have here is I'll be looking at 2 points, except for 1 game this season. You could pretty much say it's a point ladder. For 2 points, Suzuki's 265. For 2 points, Cole Caufield is 300. So it just seems to be a matchup where a team just has your number for the season, and I'm definitely favoring that. No, it just looks like an even juicier matchup if Pekka Luukkonen gets to be between the pipes and guarding the net on the road against Montreal. Like I said, he just can't see the puck against Montreal. But once again, with Montreal pretty much being totally dominant, and then on top of that, the main thing, in the 3 games, Montreal has scored 7 power play goals against Buffalo. So the power play is definitely props that I'll be looking at. So on top of what I have here, I will be taking single, and I'll be parlaying it because they did do this in the first 2 games. Nick Suzuki, Cole Caufield, single and parlay. If you parlay both of them for 2 points, you're looking at 579, of course. And then obviously the power plays, and then before we get to the power plays, Hutson for 2 assists is 560. Like I said, he'll keep the pace. He's a setup guy, great playmaker. 6 assists in the 3 games, 2 assists in each game. And then on top of that, him quarterbacking the power play probably leads him to getting the assist. Because once again, we're looking at in 3 games, Buffalo has basically 40 minutes in penalties. Obviously with 1 10-minute fighting major, but on top of that, now Montreal, yes, they still give up a lot of penalties, but the penalty kill's a lot better. In the 3 games, Buffalo only has 1 power play goal, and Montreal has committed 30 minutes in penalties in this season series, but only given up 1. Montreal has a great advantage, home, on the road, season sweep. I see it definitely right here, so definitely get on those. So on top of what I have here, Lane Hutson for the assist, Suzuki Caufield for a point. Obviously not the best odds there. They're slightly better on DraftKings. They probably moved by now. I mean, what are they now for a point? It looked like it improved because Suzuki looked like he was a little higher than that. Oh, no. Now it slightly went down, so now it's slightly. So it's just under even money. So what you're looking for is the 2 points for Suzuki and Caufield. I'm singling and doubling those. And then 2 assists for Lane Hutson. And then the power play props. So that's what we'll be looking at here today. Once again, looking for the Montreal onslaught on Buffalo. Thank you once again for tuning in. I'm also getting ready for this weekend's NASCAR race in Phoenix. So stay tuned for that content as well. Later in the week, they normally drop the roster of racers by Wednesday afternoon. So stay tuned for that. But thank you for tuning in again. This is Grade A Fantasy with Grade A Power Plays. Signing off.